Right now I want to set up a Zap with Zapier that creates activities automatically for every new deal. So if we go back to my pipeline, I just created this deal here, test deal for Zapier deal. It has no activity linked to it because I'm waiting for Zapier to send over the Zap to create the new activity. So what I've done in Zapier is this Zap here that puts a new deal as a trigger and creates activity as the action. So I'm just going to go through it to explain to you what I've done. First thing you have to do is select a trigger app. You can just type in here Pipedrive and then put that in. Then you have to select the Pipedrive trigger. You have a few options here. I've selected new deal because that's what I want to do. Then you have to, put your Pipedrive account, connect it, and then continue. Then you have to choose where that deal is going to be in. So in which filter from your account. You can put all open deals, or what I've done, I always do it, is create a specific filter for Zapier. So I did that by going to everyone, or this box here, add a new filter, and then create this filter with Zapier in brackets. That way I can remember that that filter is for Zapier. So I just recreated the all open deals filter. Deal status is open. Put a custom filter name, save, and then in Zapier choose that one. All right, you just continue. Test this step if you want to make a test, and then create the action. The action in this case would be in Pipedrive as well, and then choose create activity. You connect your account, and then here it gets a little bit more interesting. Here you have to customize how that activity is going to look like. So what it's going to be connected to, um, what fields are going to be filled up with what information. So the first things to consider, in my opinion, are what this activity is going to be linked to and who's going to be the owner. So first off, you link the activity to the deal, organization, and person. So if you click on this little box here, it's going to show you all the values from this trigger. So that's important. Here it's asking you to what organization ID are you going to link it. All right, I'm going to link it to the organization ID from this trigger. So you can just start typing org ID value and then select that one. So it's going to take the organization ID from this trigger, if this deal has an organization linked to it, of course. And the same thing goes for person ID. You just go to this box here and type in person ID value, and you should be good to go. Then just assign it to whoever you want to assign it to automatically. I select myself. So here you're going to see a list of all your users. So activity type, again, you're going to see a list of all the types of activities you have in your account. What you want to call the subject, I've called it Zapier task. And then you have a few other options. I've put in a custom note created in Zapier just for me to know where this activity is coming from. Then the other one is deal ID, very important to know to what deal is this activity going to be connected to. So the same, click here and then just start typing deal ID and connect that. All right, the rest I left blank, but you can just take a look. You can further customize your activity and then continue. Test this step and then finish. Then what you have to do is turn your Zap on. And in this case, since I have a free account, it's going to be checking every 15 minutes. Zapier is going to be checking every 15 minutes to see if you have, new Zaps or like new information in the queue, and then it sends that information over to Pipedrive. So perhaps this deal is still not updated, but perhaps in a couple of minutes it's going to be updated and a deal is going to appear here. Sorry, an activity is going to appear here. I've done some tests before, and this is how it's going to look like. Zapier task created in Zapier. All right, hope that helps.